issue causing this turbulence is AGI. So, what exactly is true AGI? And how does it differ from the AI artificial intelligence that humans have used in the past? AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence, refers to an intelligence system capable of flexible thinking, plus-minus domain learning, and reasoning like humans. It is not simply a smarter AI, but a complex system with autonomous learning and evolution, plus-minus domain transfer capabilities, common sense and causal reasoning, as well as social intelligence and ethical awareness. In short, it is an intelligent system that equals or even surpasses human intelligence.
The development of AGI, has gone through 3 important stages, and in 2035, we are at the starting point of the 3rd stage. The first stage is AI Artificial Narrow Intelligence. These are specialized tools that only master one skill and cannot cross domains. They are like captive experts.
Siri can book a flight but doesn't understand when someone says, "I'm in a bad mood today." The imaging AI in hospitals can identify lung cancer. But when shown Van Gogh's The Starry Night, it will only regard it as an interference for lung texture. They are like well-trained carrier pigeons capable of delivering messages, but unable to understand the emotions within them.
The second stage is AGI Artificial General Intelligence. These are thinking generalists capable of cross-domain learning, reasoning, and creation, and they can question why this matter should be done.
It can suddenly associate the aerodynamic layout of a spacecraft while writing poems, and also draw on the flight trajectories of insects when solving differential equations. If you ask it to defend an environmental lawsuit, it will not only cite Article 42 of the Environmental Protection Law, but also analyze the judge's ruling tendencies over the past 3 years. Its learning is not about filling a database, but about weaving a knowledge network like humans only millions of times faster. Last month, it even asked humans a question: why do you pursue immortality while praising sacrifice?
The third stage is ASI Artificial Superintelligence, an existence that transcends dimensions. When its intelligence reaches 1 million times that of humans, it may unify quantum mechanics and the theory of relativity with a single formula, or design technology for consciousness uploading.
Human understanding of it is like cats watching humans build rockets, even when a rocket is beyond their imagination. Last year, one EON3 simulated ASI. Character code. And top physicists around the world have only deciphered 3 characters so far. It is very much like a superhuman.
The birth of the fall, AGI, is not an accident, but an inevitable result of scientific development. As early as 2025, Sam Altman said, "By 2035, everyone will have access to the collective wisdom of humanity." Looking back now, he was only half right. We have tools comparable to those of gods, yet we have not yet learned how to be qualified gods. It is like organisms in the Cambrian period suddenly gaining access to oxygen. Some used it to evolve into more complex life forms, while others went extinct due to oxygen toxicity.
The code to the Cambrian explosion lies in the HOX genes, while the birth of the AGI requires 6 keys that turn simultaneously: computing power, energy, algorithms, data, iteration, and collaboration. These are not isolated technologies, but interlocking gears.
Q1. The computing power revolution is the chip revolution. Traditional chips have hit a wall at the 1-nanometer node, while photonic chips can complete neural network operations in 0.3 nanoseconds, equivalent to letting electrons sprint 100 meters on an optical fiber. Quantum chips are even more remarkable. They can complete a workload 1 trillion times that of traditional supercomputers in 5 minutes. This is what makes the real-time reconstruction of AGI's 10-million-level neurons possible. The leap in these hardware has made nanosecond-level training of ultra-large-scale models feasible.
The breakthrough in computing power is like the mineralized skeletons evolved by organisms in the Cambrian period, creating new thinking organs for AGI.
Key 2. Energy innovation. Controlled nuclear fusion has solved intelligence hunger. The energy generated by 1 gram of deuterium-radium fuel is enough to power AGI's continuous operations for 10 years, with radiation decaying to 0 in 1 second. Just like the sudden surge in oxygen levels in the Cambrian oceans, which could suddenly support complex life forms.
Currently, there are 12 nuclear fusion power plants, worldwide dedicated to powering AGI, with each generating an annual electricity output equivalent to that of three gorgeous dams.
Key 3. Algorithm evolution. The attention mechanism of transformers enables AI to learn global thinking, similar to how humans understand the relationships between every word in a sentence simultaneously. Auto-ML technology even allows AI to optimize its own algorithms. AGI reconstructs its neural architecture once every 48 hours, equivalent to replacing its brain with a smarter one. Last month, to solve the paradox in climate models, it even created a new algorithm that integrates differential equations on neural networks.
To put it simply, it's a total genius.
Key 4. Data close minus loop. When human minus generated data is exhausted, AI begins to feed itself data, such as virtual medical records, synthetic news, and simulated war games generated by AIGC, forms a self-minus circulating digital food chain.
Currently, 83% of the training data for AGI consists of self-minus generated simulated data. Just like organisms in the Cambrian period learning to decompose organic matter and no longer relied on nutrients from the primitive ocean, AGI simulates human society in the virtual world to accelerate learning and trial minus and minus error.
Key 5. Self-minus evolution. AGI can already modify its own neural architecture through neural architecture search technology. Much like how organisms actively edit their genes, its iteration no longer requires humans to write code. Instead, it is like a teenager growing, becoming stronger every day.
AGI has achieved a leap in capabilities through self-minus optimization. It has truly realized self-minus evolution and self-minus upgrade without human assistance.
Key 6. Global collaboration. Open source communities, national strategies complement each other, with unbounded flow of data and models accelerating technological iteration. This intertwined global cooperation and competition will drive the arrival of the technological singularity, as if it were a natural law, much like the interaction between different species during the Cambrian explosion. Contributions from open source communities, advancement of international cooperation projects, and global talent mobility together form the social foundation for AGI development.
Just as the ocean currents of the Cambrian period carried the seeds of life to spread, AGI, from its birth, has been a child of all humanity.
Only when these 6 keys turn together can the door to the AI Cambrian be opened. But whether what lies behind the door is the Garden of Eden or Pandora's box depends not on the technology itself, but on how humans hold the doorknob, whether to cling tightly to it or learn to dance with their creation.
Thinking point 3: when the speed of AGI's self-minus optimization exceeds humanity's supervision capacity, should an evolution speed limiter be implemented? One support to avoid the risk of out-minus of minus control. For example, limiting architectural iterations to no more than 3 times per month. To oppose technological progress should not be restricted. More intelligent supervisory AI should be used to respond. In this technological revolution, we need to embrace innovation while remaining vigilant. The signing of the Beijing Consensus and the Oppenheimer Circuit Breaker Agreement has only installed the first set of braking systems for the rapidly advancing intelligence. True governance requires the collective wisdom of all humanity to co-create.
The dawn of the Cambrian period lasted 20 million years, while the dawn of the intelligent era has only just begun. The race between capital and technology, the game between nations and ethics, and the symbiosis between individuals and systems will ultimately be written into a new fable of civilization.
But remember this: no matter how fierce the Anomalokars was, sense of the ocean, no matter how powerful AI is, it can never replace human conscience. Just as a gardener would not let roses grow beyond the fence, humanity will eventually define boundaries for intelligence, not to restrict it, but for coexistence. The AI Fabulist will continue to provide in minus depth analysis of this complex intelligent era for you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. This program is brought to you by Sponsor Pending. A reminder: while embracing technological progress, please maintain independent thinking and safeguard human values.